Let's talk for and about the LGBT communities around the world. I'm Michael Ross, and this is Straight Friendly. Welcome back. We are all back recording here after a year where we had a break thanks to COVID-19. In some cases, I prefer to laugh rather than to cry. And I think that the COVID-19 is just one of those situations. This year has been difficult to any one of us. No matter where you are in the world, I'm sure that this pandemic somehow affected you. And I hope that today you are healthy and safe, and also your families. And in difficult times like we had now, I think these are the times in which we can see the power that communities have. So we also have some really good news. We are now starting to cooperate together with the Friedrich Naumann Foundation in Jerusalem, who are actually, by the way, are big part of the production of a previous episode where we were talking about the situation of the LGBT community in Turkey. The Friedrich Naumann Foundation, together with TICSF, the Turkish-Israeli relations, something like that, they connected between myself and Mustafa Saryumas, the activist from Turkey. And that episode was very successful, I have to say. We didn't expect those numbers of listeners, which are really great news. And it was interesting to see how people also from the United States and Europe and Asia found the story of a Turkish guy to be relevant for them as well. What we're just gonna continue and do in this new production of Straight Friendly Global, where we're gonna interview and host some of the most interesting people of the LGBT communities around the world. The Friedrich Naumann Foundation, located in Potsdam, Germany, has more than 60 offices around the world, and we're gonna use that for the next episodes. If you know the story behind this podcast, so just quickly I will brief that I started podcasting in Israel, the country where I'm coming from, and in Hebrew. My podcast became the second most popular LGBT podcast in Israel, which are great news. No one could believe before that people can find interest about LGBT culture and history and stories. And with that success, we are now trying also to do this around the world. I think that there is something very important about showing and broadcasting stories, both historical and also the present times, and showing history and culture of different LGBT communities and around the world, because it shows what unifies us. It shows us that being an LGBT is supposed to be, at least, just a regular thing. Because if it happens all around the world, and it happened in the past as well, it means that it's all natural. It means that there are LGBT people who are just like you and me or our friends who are located all around the world, just as there are white and black people all around the world, or Christian or Jewish or Muslim. So before we proceed to the next episodes talking about different countries, talking about each country, let's first have a global aspect, a global view around the world. There are more than 7 billion people living these days on planet Earth. Imagine how many people live in your country. Is it big or is it small? What part of the world your country has? Your continent? What countries and areas in the world you have no idea about? Who were the people who lived in your area generations and generations back ago. How ancient and long ago history goes back to. What choices did they have? Did they speak the same language? Did they know how to love? What their families looked like? Could they choose their own clothes? Are you lucky enough to be in those countries where legally we can be who we are? How many people are yelling out today from their graves asking for justice?
I'm Willie Ninja, the mother of the house of Ninja.
Once upon a time, there was a little black girl.
Next year in Israel, we wish you a very good night for Birmingham. Our congratulations to Dana International, the winning song, and Diva.
It is well known that I'm a gay person, and in this state, there is a law that says gay people cannot be married, but there is no law that says two human beings cannot love one another.
Third reading, a bill for an act to amend the law relating to the definition of marriage and protect religious freedoms and for related purposes.
That's it.
That's it.
Cherishing our history and our roots, our ancestors, for our future, for the future of next generations.